Assalamu alaikum, guys. I hope you guys are all doing well. Welcome to Iqra family. Today I have our coach with us, Coach Mustafe. How are you doing today, Coach Mustafe?
I'm doing good. Doing good, yeah.
Very well, very well.
I cannot complain.
That's good. That's very well. Okay, you guys, it's a new year, okay? Hopefully, everybody, all of us will reach our goals that we have set for this year. I just wanted to ask before we get into our questions with Coach Mustafe, I wanted to ask him, since it's a new year, Coach, do you remember 1999 and how people were reacting when that new year was coming?
Yeah, pretty well. I remember the year 1990. I think I was 9 years old or maybe 10.
Okay.
Yeah. I remember the year 2000. People were having a lot of thoughts about the world coming to an end.
That's true.
And in my country, people had to sell some of their properties.
Wow.
They were like, in any way, why am I having these properties? Should rather have the money, go and spend and have fun. So that's really what happened. Yeah, some people sold their property.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I remember in America, people were so scared they were buying food, and it was, nobody went out, nobody went to work, nobody did anything when the new year was coming in because everybody believed that the world was coming to an end.
It was crazy.
Yeah. So it just reminded us, since there's 2024 that just began, 1999, how people were reacting when the new year was coming in. Very well. Thank you for sharing that with us, Coach Mustafe.
Right.
Now, my first question to you, Coach Mustafe, is how did you learn English and how long have you been speaking English?
Well, if you ask me, I would say that my journey of learning the English language hasn't been, it has been different to other people. Mm-hmm. Some people, maybe they've never gone to kindergarten, primary school, to high school to go and learn a language.
Right.
But you see, my journey was a bit different because I started learning English way back when I was in kindergarten.
Okay.
Right. Then we didn't have the current kindergarten. We used to have things like, we used to call it nursery, a nursery school.
Okay. Nursery. Yeah.
That is the first time or how I started learning English. Like 2 years in nursery school, then 8 years in primary, 4 years in high school, then 2 years, 4 years when I was in a higher learning institution. That is how I learned the language. Then I can say that when I was in primary school, my English wasn't that good.
Okay.
It wasn't that good.
Okay.
I started speaking good English when I was in high school.
High school.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was in a boarding school.
Okay.
And in a boarding school, we are told that we're not supposed to speak any other language apart from English.
Right.
It was a kind of empowering us and enabling us to learn the language. So in so doing, I did encounter some challenges from the word go when I was in high school. But as I kept speaking the language, my English language kept growing and growing and growing. And that is how I can speak English language at the moment. Yep.
Very well, very well. Thank you, Coach, for sharing that with us. My second question to you, Coach, is how do people in Kenya learn English so well? Because most Kenyans speak English very well.
Interesting question.
Yeah.
And I also like to respond to that question.
Okay.
First of all, I can say, Kenya is just like any other country in Africa. Kenya is a country with more than 55 languages.
Right. Okay.
There are more than 55 communities, different African languages.
Okay.
Then we have Kiswahili language as the first common language.
Okay.
Then we have English as the second common language. So the thing that has really made Kenyans to learn the language, being able to speak the language well, maybe I can say is because of the education system.
Okay.
That is what I can say.
Okay.
Because of the education system.
Right.
Because you realize that a kid starts learning language as early as a kindergarten.
Right. Very early start.
When you are there, the kid's mind is fresh with the little stuff.
Right.
So it becomes easier for this kid to learn the language. Then as you go to a primary section, you still learn the same language. You go to high school, even these other subjects like chemistry, sciences, and all the other subjects, you're being taught using English as early as grade 1.
It's grade 1.
Are you getting the point?
Yeah.
So definitely, as you grow, you just learn the language, and the language itself goes into your system. That is, at the same time, I told you something about different languages in Kenya, right?
Right.
So you realize that the teachers also have their own system of enabling students to learn this language.
Right.
In school, we have got days only meant for speaking English.
Right. Okay.
So as you do that,
right,
definitely your language keeps growing and growing.
That's good.
Yep.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing that with us, Coach. My third question to you, Coach, is what can students do to improve on their ability to learn English efficiently?
Well, I would say that it is important for a student to listen.
Correct.
You know, you look at a young child. Look at a baby.
Right.
A baby learns a language.
Correct.
Without a book.
Right.
No pen. Nothing to write.
That's true.
How does this kid learn this language?
That's true.
The kid is simply learning this language by the art of listening.
That's true.
And that is why you realize human being has got, we have got 2 ears.
Right.
And 1 mouth. What does that tell you?
That's true.
It simply tells you that we are supposed to listen more.
That's true.
Right?
That's
when you're learning the language, you listen more.
Right.
But at the same time, when you're given an opportunity when you get an opportunity to now express yourself,
right,
using the language you're learning, then what are you supposed to do? Try your best, man.
That's true.
Try your best to express yourself in that language, that is. No matter the mistakes you're making,
right,
just keep speaking. Some people may not be in a position to learn a language because they feel like they feel down upon themselves.
That's true.
My English is not good.
That's true.
I told you just at the beginning that I started speaking good English when I entered high school.
Right.
Getting the point?
Yeah.
So once you get an opportunity to express yourself in English language,
right,
please do so.
Yeah.
Regardless of your pronunciation. Remember, this is the language you're learning. So
that's true.
That's how people should do.
Okay, very well. Thank you, Coach. Now, my last question to you, Coach, is what advice would you give to a student that's basically, or what are some of the challenges that they will come across in their journey of learning the English language?
First of all, I'd like to say that a learning process is not an easy task.
Right.
It is not a walk in the park.
True.
It is a bit difficult. Having in mind that you are learning this language either as your second language,
right, or
as your third language.
That's true.
That means you have your first language, which is your mother tongue.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
So learning this other language might be a bit challenging when it comes to pronunciation of words. And as you encounter some challenges in pronouncing these words, you feel down upon yourself.
Yeah, that's true.
My pronunciation is not good. That is a challenge.
Right.
And it kills your confidence.
It does. Are
you getting the point?
Yeah.
So first of all, a student should know this, that when you're learning a language, English language, this is a second language.
That's true.
And we're learning this language for communication purposes. Right?
Right.
So as much as your mother tongue is trying to have an influence on your second language, the language you're learning, never ever should you feel down upon yourself. You should keep, because it will always come. The pronunciation problem will always pop up.
Yeah.
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 But
true.
as you keep going, doing and practicing this language, that challenge will disappear.
Right.
Your confidence will grow up.
Right.
And you will be able to speak the language well. So the main challenge that students usually encounter is what we call mother tongue influence in English language when it comes to pronunciation.
Right.
And this pronunciation really kills some students' confidence in speaking and learning the language itself. So that is the main challenge.
That is true. Yeah. That is true. Thank you for sharing that with us, Coach.
Yeah.
And as you guys heard, Coach Mustafe gave us some great advice. Like he said, there will be some challenges that you come across as you're learning this language. But what you have to do is do not be discouraged. Pronunciation, sometimes not fully understanding something. In the beginning, it's really not meant for you to understand everything. Yeah. But later down in line, you will, eventually understand it. So I just want to say thank you, Coach, for sharing all that with us.
You're really welcome.
And you guys, Happy New Year to you guys. It's 2024. If you guys really want to improve your language, it's a new year. It's a new opportunity. You can't, sit there and say, oh, well, last year I didn't get to do that. So if you have plans to improve your English speaking abilities, or even just starting from beginner, contact us here at Iqra Family, and we will be able to accommodate whatever that suits you. We have offline classes, and we also have online classes. So whichever one that suits you, contact us with the information below. And thank you. Until next time. Assalamu alaikum, you guys.
Bye.